Alright gang, welcome back to our Frugal Millionaire Challenge on Mazo. We've got a lot of things to do today, more than I was expecting. This sorghum field here is ready to harvest. We've got all these wood chips still ready to go. You can see we did make a little bit of money overnight, so that production is making us some money. It's not going to be a fast process. It doesn't get through it at a fast clip, but it is making us some money. I went ahead and filled this all the way back up again. So it should be good for a little while. It's maxed out on wood chips. We still have plenty of wood chips sitting on the ground here, and we have a ton in here, which means we're going to have to drop some of these out, probably in the same spot there for now, and go from there, because we're going to need that trailer to be able to harvest this field here. Now, the other things we have to do today, I was just looking out here really quick to see what was out here as far as stuff to buy. There's a few things out here, but nothing really. That machine brings chunks into wood chips, so there's an option, but it's way too expensive. And then there's a baler. But I think just grass is all that can be done with that one. And we kind of want the one where we can turn our straw into silage too. So nothing in the used market really today for us. We have to fertilize this field a second time for the second application. We need to take our plow and expand this field over here. We want to basically, here, I would go this way, give you a bird's eye view, or the best I can do from a bird's eye view, I should say. We want to plow this up right here where all these trees are, so we can actually make this a more squared off field, give it a little bit more profit as well. And we can drill that field, and we can drill this field. So we've got a lot of things to do today. A lot. So we need to get on it. So first thing I'm going to do is jump into the Gator here. Well, I said plow. It's not. You're using our cultivator, not the plow, to expand the field. So the first thing I want to do though is I want to get into this and head over there. Expand that, and then we can throw this on a worker, have the worker do a lot of the plowing or the cultivating, because we did a lot of that in the last episode. And then we can jump into the tractor, get the fertilizer, fertilize this field quickly, and then we can jump into the harvester and start harvesting that field while the worker continues to cultivate this field and probably the other field over there as well. But before, we've got to get this expanded out. I'm going to do the best I can here to try to get it kind of as close as it will let me go. Alright, I think that is going to have to do. Yeah, that's fine. Now, those big trees, I don't think there's going to be anything I can do about those, unfortunately. Unless I lower the land down, which is going to cost money to do. Because they're just going to stay there, and that's kind of annoying. I couldn't get them with the tree devour. It was not letting me get rid of those. So they're going to be ones where I have to drop the land down. So we may just have to suffer with those being there for now. It's going to let us just, drill right over top of it. So it's not really going to lose any kind of crop or anything like that. But it just won't look the best. But I think we'll just have to deal with it for a little while, because we currently do not have the tree devour. I don't think I mentioned it in the end of the last episode there, but after we found out that it was just a matter of, I think, the trailer or maybe the actual production itself not accepting the dump from the trailer, I went ahead and returned the tree devour so we could just lease that bucket, because I really didn't want to spend a whole lot of money on the bucket if I didn't have to. Now, in hindsight, I probably should have just went ahead and purchased it. But we really didn't have a whole lot of money at the end of the last episode either, because we put that production down, right? So, all right, so I turned off the create field, so we should be good. So let's throw it on a worker. Hopefully he's okay. He may not be able to do every portion of it, but we'll see. We'll see how they get on. So let's get rid of that for a second. They completed their task, huh? No, they did not. Oh, no, they did not. It's probably just because I didn't go around the headland. Let me go around the headland really quick here. For whatever reason, they always have issues. Probably would have been smart if I did that to begin with, but I was trying to speed it along, as I always do. Sometimes I cause myself my own issues by doing that, but oh well, it is what it is. I don't expect the worker to get this perfectly right either, if I'm honest with you. I think they're going to mess it up. Alright, let's try it again. I'm going to wait for a minute. I want to make sure the worker gets to the end. He may have to stop because of that sign there, but we'll see. No, it's just saying he completes the task. We might have to do this all ourselves then. So I'll tell you what, for now, we'll flip around. Maybe we can get him to do this field over here. Perhaps. Let's just make sure we do this section here so he doesn't go over into our carrot field. Well, was it carrots? No, I forget what I put in there. Yeah, it was carrots. That's what I thought it was. All right, let's see if the worker does what we want him to do here or not. Put on a worker. We're going to follow him for a second. I don't want him going left. If he goes left, disaster. For whatever reason, they're stopping. I don't know why they're stopping before they get to the end. That's weird. Okay, well, as long as he goes the right way, I really don't care, right? All right. I can touch the rest of that up later. It's not that big of a deal. Now, later on today, our bales also should be ready to sell if we want to sell them. But since we've got so much going on here, we may not end up selling them. We might wait. The more we wait, the better the price is going to get on those, like everything else, right? Just like everything else, the best time to sell those things are almost always in the winter months. Just trying to keep a distant eye on our worker and make sure he's going up the path we want him to go. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you doing now? Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right, we're just going to leave him there because he is causing all kinds of mayhem there. And I really don't want to deal with him going off on a tangent like they all typically like to do. Oh, there's Byron. There he goes. All right, so this is pretty much done. I'm going to hit this down here. I think we got it, but just in case we didn't, we'll throw that on there. And then let's just double check it. We're here. Might as well check and make sure I didn't miss anything. Nah, not really. We're good. Close enough. So it seems like we may have to be doing all of the plowing, which is a little upsetting. All right, how are these looking? 62%. So they'll probably be ready, but it'll be late today. Might even wait until day 2 of September to get them done. But we're gonna have to do a lot of this cultivating now, unfortunately, by ourselves. I was really hoping that the worker was gonna be able to do it, but it appears like that's not the case. We will try to go around the headland here and see if that makes any difference at all. But I would suspect that it does not at this point, after seeing what he was doing. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you're all doing well. I'm doing pretty good. Things are well. Swell, I should say. Now, as far as September goes, there are 2 crops. Well, there's more than that. There's 2 cereal crops, I think, that we can plant. I think it's wheat. Is it oat, or is it wheat and barley? Wheat and barley we can plant right now. Those are the only things we can plant right now. Oh, quick save. With the exception of grass and oilseed. So what we're going to do is plant oat, or wheat and barley. That's what we're planting. One will be wheat, one will be barley. Simple as that. So now that we went around the headland, I'm going to go down one more here. I'm going to touch up that little section there. We're going to try to put it on a worker again and just see what happens. See if this made any difference whatsoever. Or if we're still dealing with the same issue. Which I suspect will be the same issue. Actually, I'm going to go back to the other end of the field one time here. And then we'll try the worker and see what happens. This is a great little cultivator, but at this point, I think we need to start getting a little bit bigger one. It doesn't need to be crazy, but this is, I think, 2.5 meters. If we can get like a 5-meter one, I think that would really help speed things along for us. Because we're getting kind of a point now where we've got a lot of fields, a lot of things to do. It's time to start getting a little bit bigger equipment if we can help it. All right, we'll throw it on a worker. Let's see what it looks like a her. Let's see what she does. All right, she's turning. This is the whitest turn I've ever seen in my entire life. Why do you need to do such a wide turn for? That's why they're going to have problems when they get to the house. Or the end. Or the road and where the trees are. That's what it is. I think I'm killing that person's crop. Oh, there she goes again. Yep. There's an issue there for sure. There's some kind of issue. It's got to be that the fields are so close together that the workers are getting confused. It has to be what it is. So let's get this done, gang, and then we'll see where we're at as far as time goes. We will be more than likely harvesting that field up there, but if we have to wait until September day 2, then we have to wait until September day 2, right? But we'll see how it goes. Let's get it done. All right, the fields are all drilled up. I actually went ahead and started a worker trying to drill that field over there. I don't know how good it's going to work, but we're going to let them go and see what happens, I guess. So we'll get this sucker harvested up here. Get us some sorghum. Now, in the meantime, between doing this harvest and the next one, well, doing this harvest and unloading of this harvest, we are going to have to get rid of, well, I say get rid of, we're going to have to at least dump all of the wood chips out of our trailer onto the ground over there. We really don't have anywhere else to put them right now. I mean, ideally, I don't know if it'll work or not. Ideally, we try to get some kind of a wood chip silo. And then maybe if the silo's set up properly, maybe we can have the silo to distribute into that production. I don't know. I'd have to look in. I bet it can't. I bet it can't work like that, but you never know. I still have not tested to see if it's literally just that trailer or if it's the actual production itself. I need to just kind of off camera place that down on a separate map and get some wood chips and try a different trailer and see if it'll actually unload into it, so we know for sure if it's the actual trailer that has issues with that mod or if it's just the mod itself requiring it to be dumped in. Either way, it looks like the worker is actually doing what we want there, so that's good. I just had him go that way, up and down this way, which is going to take him longer, but I think it's going to be fine. Now, my goal with the with that wood chip production there, right, where we're making heat and electricity, I'm not going to utilize it at all times. It's basically only going to be utilized when we need it. And what I mean by that is, if it's not the best time to sell wood chips, but we need to get rid of some wood to make, you know, a field or whatever it is we're trying to do, we can throw it in there, and that will at least make us more money than we would if we were just to sell the wood chips as is when it's not a good time to sell them. Whenever it's the best time to sell wood chips, or if it's a relatively similar price to when it's the best time to sell them, we will be selling those every time because that's going to make us a lot of money. Whereas that production, while it's definitely better than the lowest price you get in wood chips, it is going to take a much longer time for you to make the money. So that's the goal, at least. We'll see how much that actually comes to fruition over the time period of playing this series, but that's my initial goal with it. I'm glad we were able to figure out how to make it work, though, and that last episode was a little rough. It was a little rough there at the end. Having a lot of issues with that, trying to figure out how to make it work, but we got it there in the long run. Well, we ended up getting there in the long run. So this should be a pretty good profit for us right here, gang. We're already at 58%. We're not even fully around the headland yet. The workers will have some issues with these buildings being here. I kind of have the crop field, right up to them for the most part, so they will have some issues. So we probably need to do at least 2 headland passes here. But what we'll likely do is once I get up here to the end and we start going back around, I will put it on a worker, and then we'll go ahead and dump those wood chips, and then we can bring the trailer over here and unload this. So it'll only be on a worker for a brief period of time before we go around the headland a second time. That's the goal, at least, right? Yeah, this is gonna be a really good yield for us. This is by far our biggest field, so, and it's only going to get bigger once we get rid of more of those trees up there. Now, we're going to probably, if we want to harvest that field, or drill that field over there, plus the far field, plus this field, because ideally I want to get this planted again in this episode, so it's a lot to do. We're going to have to buy some more seed and fertilizer. We actually do not have enough at current right now. We probably have enough maybe for both of those fields over there. I don't know, it'll be close. But we certainly do not have enough to do this field as well. Oh, come on, Z, you keep missing pieces. Come on, brother. Get together. All right. We'll throw that on a worker. How's this guy doing? Yes, he's got 18%. He's getting pretty full. And he has issues there. We're going to have to touch all that up. And I don't know what he's doing here, but he clearly has issues again. So we'll let it go for right now and see what happens. But we got to go dump these wood chips out. There's a lot of wood chips in there. I'm gonna try something a little crazy and go over it this way and see what happens. All right, there we go. They're all out in front of that. We'll have to just kind of continue to pick those up manually. Harvester's full, so we can get this unloaded. And then we'll probably jump over and see what's going on with that worker. It looks like he's doing okay. He's just missing sections. For whatever reason, there are issues with those sections. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's that tree in the ground. It's got to be that tree in the ground that we haven't been able to get out. It has to be that. I don't see anything else it could be. Doesn't really look that good, does it? Here we go. Now, sorghum. We sold a bunch of it last episode. It wasn't the best time to sell it, but we did sell it. But sorghum doesn't really fluctuate all that much, so I'm not as concerned with the sorghum. Truly, I'm not. It is September. It should be jumping significantly in the next month, but the problem is we don't really have any more room in our silo that I put down. I probably should have put a bigger silo down, but I wanted that little one. I thought it would just make the most sense for us, but I don't think it really does in the long run here, but I try to change things up. I try to keep things new and interesting, so we'll see. We'll see, though. I might be able to put some of it in there, but certainly not all of it. So we might have to just sell some of it, because I fully believe we will be utilizing this trailer again for wood chips in the very, very near future. We likely will, well, I don't know. I was going to say we might expand this field even a little bit more, because we did get rid of some trees up here. It's going to be even more of an awkward shape, but I think we can still do it. There is a couple stumps I missed. There's one right there. You can see it plain as day, unfortunately, but we can probably gloss over that and go around that a little bit. But I'm really liking where we're going with this series. I really think we're on the cusp here of making some massive, massive progress. When December comes, maybe even November, but when December comes, we're going to make ourselves some money, gang. We're going to get rid of pretty much every tree you possibly can see right now. They're all going to be gone. With the exception of like maybe a handful just around our house. Going to be a vastly different looking section here, because this was all trees. And now look at it. We're going to have all the charcoal that we're going to sell. We're going to make so much money. So much money is going to be made when those winter months come. We probably, now that we've got this field harvested, either between this episode and the next one, or during the next episode, or whatever, we probably need to get rid of some of those bigger trees that we like to keep and refill up our charcoal, our coal factory, and probably this factory as well. Even though this factory still has, I think, a decent amount of wood in it, we should still try to keep it stocked up if we can. But I'm hoping, so my goal here is I'm hoping when our winter months come and we get a ton of money, I'm hoping we can buy one of these wood lots that are right next to us. That's really what we need. That's going to be a game changer for us. We may end up using all the money that we made to get there, but if we are able to get there, we're going to have wood chips galore, and it's going to be the best time to sell the wood chips, so we can do a whole episode of just doing some wood chips and getting all of that money back at a rapid, rapid pace. That might be a little bit boring to watch on the whole wood chip episode, but we gotta do what we gotta do for the series, right? So I'm gonna throw a worker on that because it says this worker said he was done. And I know there are portions that were missed, so we're gonna have to fix that, touch that up, I should say. Yeah, the whole front side there he missed as well. So, but we're gonna need to get seed and fertilizer anyway. I believe there's still a bag of seed and maybe fertilizer at the shop. I don't know how much is in it, but we're gonna have to drive this up there, and you know that's always an event, running into all of our friends, Byron, Scarlett, Walter, Alfred, Karen, the whole 9 yards, everybody. So we're not even going to be able to do the other field, unfortunately. I thought we were going to have enough in here to do this field and that field, but we're not going to be able to, so. That's okay. These are all going to have to be rolled as well. We probably will do the worker for rolling as we normally do. I might do a little bit of the rolling. I did a little bit in the last episode, though. You got to see a little bit of that, I think. Well, maybe you didn't. I don't remember. If I cut that out during the edit or not, I don't remember what I did. Just drilled that sign. Now, I could go get the tractor and just get the forks and bring them back here, but we're just going to drive this thing over there. Why not? Alright, well, that was an event getting here. I probably should have recorded it for some good intro content for you, since I like to do that every once in a while. Show you what Byron and everybody else does to me. Looks like there's going to be enough, at least for the seeds, to be in here. I don't know how that seed bag got all over there. I must have pushed it with something. I don't know how I did that. There's not really enough fertilizer, and fertilizer is so expensive, so this is not a good thing for us. But it is what it is, right? We need it, so... Alright. We can at least continue doing our drilling and stuff now. There you go. That's probably how I did it last time. I probably pushed it when I was moving something out of here that was wide like this drill. Who knows? Alright, we're going to have some issues again, but I'll see you back at the farm whenever I get there. Well, that didn't last long before we are completely stuck here. We've got some major issues here. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to fix this one. We are 100% Austin Powers right now. Alright, this is going to take a bit, gang. It's going to be a minute. Hopefully we can get them all past here. Ooh, I think we got it. I think we got it. We're far enough away that they're all going to go past, and then I should be okay. Alright, we're back. So we put wheat in that field over there, so we don't want to put wheat in this one. The harvester is completely full, by the way, so we got to get the worker going on this pretty quickly. I can't go too far here. I'll start killing our carrot crops. We don't want that. Do a little spin-a-rooney in here in our neighbor's grass, our neighbor's grass, our neighbor's field over here. Looks like potatoes. Is that potatoes? Oh, sugar beets. So I'm going to go up this pass right here, and then I'll put it on a worker and see how the worker does. Got a good mixture of stuff here being growing right now, so that's good though, right? We will have two fields of either wheat or barley, but hey, that's all right. Now, the good thing is we do have 2 days, right? So we've got another day in September, so we probably will do the drilling of that other field in day 2 of September. Because we're getting long episodes here. I don't want it to be anything crazy. Keep them relatively reasonable. And if we do that, at least we'll be able to break it up between the 2 days. If we don't, we won't really have a whole lot to do. It's day 2, so it might be one where we'd have to skip, right? So we're going to put that on a worker. We'll see how he does. I'm going to watch it just for a second before we flip off here. I want to make sure it goes the way I want him to go. I think he's gonna do what I want, but who knows at this point. Back it up, back it up. Yeah, he's doing what I want. Okay. Alright, so we need to cancel that. We don't need the worker on that anymore. Okay. Well, that went well. Make sure he keeps doing what I want him to do. These workers, they got me all nervous now. All the issues that we've had and all the different series that we're doing, they make me nervous. Alright, well, he's doing what I want so far. Alright, put that back on a worker. I'm going to take over for this guy. I'm just going to finish this up myself. Makes me a little nervous, right? A little nervous. Let me take over for this guy. I'm gonna get this done. We'll get more of that harvest done as well. And if once we have this done, I'll put a worker on doing rolling, and we'll see where we get to here. We'll see what we get done. Alright, you probably saw there I was trying to dump some in here, but it looks like it is full. So, yeah. So, no sorghum's going to go in there. We've got 3,715 liters of wood in here, so definitely in the next episode we will need to chop down some more of those trees over there, some of the better trees, and drag them over here, if we can. Do the best we can about dragging them over here, I guess. This one's still fine, 65,000 liters, it's still fine. It's got plenty in there for now. Not a whole lot in there, though, and I don't think, I think that the price now at this point is probably too far along for us to even sell those to make a little bit of money right now. Actually, I was wrong. 1320. That's not bad at all. It's still up there, and it's going to drop some. Well, I guess for significantly is not the right answer. It's only $300 difference. It's really not that big of a deal. So let's sell those really quick. Let's make a little bit of money back. Good deal. Now, if we look at the prices here, you can kind of see how much money we made off of the plant there. Last month we made 1,825. So far, September we've made 1,847. As you would expect, it's going to be more, and it's going to continue to be more, especially at the next day, because we didn't put that in until closer to the last day of August, right? Or the last day you can be in August. Now, these are at 65%, so they may need another month, actually, the more I'm looking at this. I don't think we're going to get there in this episode, unfortunately, but that's okay. That gives us, you know, something to sell in the next episode. Silage, again, is another thing which I think the fluctuation there is really not a lot. Yeah, it's not. So, really doesn't matter when we sell those. Obviously, October would be better, but because look, it's going to jump significantly up, but I mean, it's a $40 difference. It's really not a big deal. So, because we don't have anything else, anywhere else to put the sorghum, we could buy another silo, I suppose. Actually, while we're here, we might as well take a look at that and just make sure there's a bigger width header. That would be nice. Don't think our harvester could do it, though. But while we're here, we might as well just look at other silos. We'll keep that silo, even though it's unfortunately already full. It filled up much faster than I was expecting. We can at least look at another silo and see if there's anything else out here that we can buy. Probably not for $4,950 though, because I think the one we bought was this one, maybe 15, 19,000. Or it might have been this one. It was probably that one, 12480. I think that's the one we bought. So, we probably should have bought this one, honestly, when we had the money. Oh, well. Let's see if there's anything else cheaper in here that we can do. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. It's a feed silo. We're utilizing this one already, so I don't want to utilize that again. We have utilized this before. It's a nice one. It's a potato silo. 10 grand. 10 grand looks to be about the price we're going to need here, no matter what we're doing. Unless there's something in container for as a mod that can be utilized, but I don't know. I doubt it. Yeah, one of these. These are $1,000. They're a little unrealistic. They're a little unrealistic, but it does work. I don't really want to put it there. I feel like that's blocking our path. I have to think about it for a minute, but until then, we can at least... I don't know what this worker's doing. And this guy thinks he's done. He actually didn't do too bad. Well, maybe he did do bad. I don't know. This worker... I don't know what this worker's doing. Where are you going? What was that? Okay, that was the most bizarre thing. He was going like 20 mile an hour all of a sudden. What was that? I told you they were gonna have issues once they got down here to these buildings. The trees and the buildings, they always cause so much mayhem for workers. But we got a lot of sorghum still here to harvest. I'm thinking we're going to be actually pretty close to having a completely full trailer. Regardless if we go and sell that now or if we wait. I'm kind of leaning towards selling it, though. I think I mentioned that early on. I'm kind of leaning towards that path. The reason for it is, put quite simply, we need the money. Alright, well, we're full again, so let's go ahead and get unloaded into this trailer and see how much closer we get to having a full trailer here. Actually, I might need to back that up a little bit more. I'm gonna have to. Let me back this up a little bit more. While that's doing that, I guess I can take over for this and try to figure out what was missed. It looks like there's a good portion here. I don't know if it's the road that's causing issues here or not. This angle you can really tell. So this is probably going to be a field we pretty much have to do ourselves here, for the most part. Now, I'm not going to be going for perfection with rolling. You guys know how I feel about rolling. So, as long as we get most of it, I'm fine. I mean, it's 2% yield increase. It's not that much increase. You guys have all been mentioning to me that it might not even be worth to do it, especially with the worker, the payment for the worker. So, and I feel like you're probably right. I probably am wasting. I'm actually probably losing slight amount of money with having the worker do it. The yield is not going to give as big of an increase as it would cost for the worker to do it, but especially if it's a situation where we're not selling it when it's the best time to sell it. But I mean, that's what we're trying to do. It's just we only have so much storage. We can't do it all. Alright, we got a worker going on this field. We'll see. Hopefully he does alright, but if he doesn't, he doesn't. But hopefully he does. Alright, we're 76% full. We still have, I don't know, 3-4 passes left to do. And it's struggling to pull this trailer. It's pretty heavy. I finished that field over there as well. I don't think I mentioned that. That's the reason why we had jump cut over to that next point there. I just decided to get the worker going on that. Hopefully he does an okay job over there. Who knows? I see him going over there, so I think he's doing all right. Gotta keep an eye on him. He's doing what I want. For now. Alright, let's get this done. We'll do a little jump cut here. I'll be back when we're done with the harvest here. Alright, the field is done, gang. There's really not that many trees up here now that I'm looking at it. 20 trees maybe left? There's not that many. Anyway, let's get this unloaded. It did say that the worker completed his job over there. I highly doubt he actually completed the job as we want it, but we'll go take a look and see how he did. Actually, not terrible. Not good either, but not terrible. I truly think that the reason for all these issues is because of these little shrubbery things that I'm going to have to drop the ground down to get rid of. And that's going to cost us money. Money I do not have. But I believe that is our biggest issue right now with workers. Stupid little shrubs. It's not going to look the prettiest, but we're just going to do some turns in the middle here to fix this up. I'm not even going to worry about touching that little section up there that I missed. Again, like I said, I'm not going for perfection here. As long as we get most of it rolled and get a little bit of an increase, I'm happy. Actually, I am going to hit it, because I'm going to get this little section, and then I might as well just whip over here and hit this. And then we got to go down to the end down here. I don't know if that was done or what. That looks awkward right there. I think it might have been just me coming back. We'll hit it anyway. Alright. This field is now done and rolled. Good deal. These two fields are in great shape. They just need some fertilizer in the next episode. Alright, that's unloaded, so we can go ahead and put the harvester away for now. I do want to look, do a quick save here. I don't think there's going to be anything right now, but I do want to look at contracts and see what's going on out here. Just the same stuff, harvesting and cultivating and plowing. Not a whole lot. We really don't have the time to do it anyway. This is getting to be a long episode as it is currently. So I guess the discussion now needs to happen is, do we sell the sorghum, which I said I think we're going to do, or do we wait? Now, I don't know if it's going to change all that much if I was to wait between September Day 1 and September Day 2. I don't think the price would change all that much with the exception of what it would normally change, right? What it would normally be doing during a normal day of the month. Is. So our market stall is actually the best price right now, and it is dropping. We'll sell at the market stall. Why not? Might as well. Make us some money today. Money we really desperately need. Alright. 16,298 liters. The money pour in, baby. That's pretty good. We'll take it, man. That's pretty good. $11,054. We'll take it. We'll definitely take that. Is it enough for us to really do or buy anything? Not really. But we can at least take a peek before we end the episode here. I'll just leave that there for right now. So we can take a peek at the map here. We really want something that's ready to harvest, right? 27,000 for that field. It does come with a few trees. Those would be wood chips for sure on that one. 17. Well, we're really close there. 17,000. I mean, it's kind of far away. What is that? Oh, we can't even do it anyway. Should be looking at ones we can do, first of all. We've looked at this one already. 38, that ain't gonna work. 40, nope. Any of these skinny ones over here? Because there's one really, really skinny one. Oh, that's 29,000. I thought it would be less. Possibly this one. 23. Yeah, we're not quite where we want to be at, unfortunately, to buy any of these other fields. So, with that, gang, we'll leave the episode there. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe if you're new. It's free. It helps me out a ton. If you have any thoughts, questions, comments, ideas, you know the drill. Let me know down below. Check my other channels out. Links in the description. Thank you so very much to all of our channel members. Your support is greatly appreciated. And until next time, I'll see each and every single one of you in the next episode.